What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Addy here.
You got myself, Ham, top of the table, still, hopefully, for another 10 weeks as well. So, and I heard someone in the one of the commentators say 10 weeks from now, the champions will lift the trophy. So I'm hoping, praying.
There's 10 games. You got 10 games left.
We got 10
yeah,
yeah. 5 games away, 5 games at home. So
Tasty.
Almost there, boy. Almost there. Like,
let's go.
Gonna have to wait and see. And you're 8 points ahead now, right?
8 points, yeah. Obviously, they got to play there.
Game,
and the FA Cup meant they didn't play in it, but we had to get the job done today.
Who was supposed to play today? Do you remember?
I don't know.
We were meant to play Brighton.
Yeah, you were meant to play Brighton.
And their game in hand, I'm not too sure. I'll check anyway. I'll check later.
But yeah, obviously they play Liverpool next and at home, innit? So.
Yeah, Liverpool got peak games coming up.
Come on, Jurgen Klopp. Come on, Mo Salah, man.
Very peak games coming up.
Cool. Thanks, people. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, share with friends and family and all the good stuff. Where should we start off this week?
They were meant to play West Ham.
Oh, they're supposed to play West Ham.
Me if I didn't find out. So.
Yeah, they're supposed to play West Ham. Cool.
What, away, yeah?
They were going to be
at home. Yeah, I think that was at home. Yeah.
3 points.
To be honest, it's probably West Ham are probably thankful that they didn't play that game now. But
yeah, but the way Man City, they got 13 goals in what, 4 days or something?
Bro,
yeah,
smoking people.
Yeah, and that idiot's got what, 8 goals in 2 games? Yeah, that alien.
It's not enough, man. People still complain. So.
That alien. Apparently, he's made them worse.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Where should we start? Let's just start off with your boys, Ham. Obviously, let's just start off with the Europa League game. What were just your thoughts on the Europa League game? I know I know some fans come out saying that they didn't really care and all that. Mm-hmm. But obviously, you made it quite clear earlier on that you want to win. You want as long as you're in the tournament, you want them to put every effort into both Premier League and Europa League with the starting lineup. And you obviously last week we expected both you to go through.
Yeah. We said we didn't even talk about it that much. Just we expect the boys to go through. Yeah. All right, see you later, guys. Bro.
But what are your thoughts on the game itself? What's your thoughts on going up?
Yeah, no, shout out to Sporting. I think over the 2 legs they deserve to go through, if we're being deadly honest, to be fair. I don't think we've played well in any of the Europa League games I've watched. Well enough anyway. I don't think we've done that one. I don't think we were great on Thursday night. I thought Sporting acquitted themselves very well. And we left their bit with the 2-2 draw, thinking, okay, that'll be enough, innit? Get them at the Emirates, do the job. But no, it didn't go like that. First half didn't go like that. Second half didn't really go like that either, to be fair. And Sporting had good control in the game and obviously forced Arteta's hand to bring Saka on, to bring Partey on. I thought when they come on, we kind of steadied this shit. We kind of wrestled it back a bit. But obviously we scored and you think, okay, cool. Once we went 1-0 up, when Shaka scored, I think, okay, cool. The boys are gonna see how we're gonna win the game from here, and then they score an absolute worldie. I had to applaud it, whether it's a goal against my team or not. They've packed my goalkeeper, and the first thing I thought was Naeem, and they packed David Seaman in the cup with his cup game. But so when it's gone to 1-1, you're thinking, fucking it, man, this night's gonna be longer than it needs to be, innit? I just want to get the game 1 through to the next round and think about Palace, and now we have to actually go win a game of football. No. So when he brings on Thomas and B, I'm still thinking, okay, cool, we'll still do the job in it. But credit to Sporting. I think we had a couple of chances. Goalkeeper made a couple good saves to them. Kind of wrestled it back towards the end of the game. I thought extra time was all lost, and I thought they were kind of just playing for penalties. Yeah, but I thought they had done the job over 2 legs in the 90 minutes. They had acquitted themselves well to deserve to go to penalties. But and obviously penalties are a lottery. Martinelli misses, but that's neither here nor there. I know people getting onto Ramsdale saying he should have saved 1 or 2 of them, but it's neither here nor there. And if he saves it, fantastic. You don't save it, it happens.
It's not like they took 11.
Mm-hmm. So credit to Sporting. Good luck to them the next round. But as soon as the game was finished, I was pissed, innit? Because obviously I want to play as much football as possible, and I want to watch my team as much as often. I want to see players get minutes, innit? So I want ESR to build minutes in the Europa League. I want the new centre back Kriel to play. I want Reece to get minutes in there, innit? Now it's only just 10 league games, isn't it? And as much as Arteta might want to give boys minutes, it's 10 cup finals here, isn't it?
It's hard, yeah.
And it's not really about trying to give you lot minutes, is it? We're trying to win the league title now, isn't it? So I thought on that front it's a bit disappointing, but we'll go again. And hopefully, touch wood. It's the last time we ever play in the Europa League, innit? So hopefully,
Ever.
Yeah, hopefully that's the last time we
Ever
ever.
in life.
Yeah, hopefully that's the last time we ever. Play.
They're not going to cancel the competition
I don't care whether they cancel or not. I know I want to be a Champions League baby
forever.
forever. Do you know how long we've been out of the Champions League for?
Yeah. That means Arsenal are going to get disbanded.
So hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the back in the Europa League. We hate that trophy. We went to the final, lost to Chelsea, got battered in the final. Who else did we do to? We lost to Viera. We've been getting dumped out the cup. So yeah, see the back of that. And just focus on these last 10 games in the league, man. And good luck, like I said, good luck to Sporting, man. They deserve to go through anyway, man.
Well, what are your thoughts on the game, Addy? Just a quick
Yeah, I
one.
thought it was a good game. Sporting have impressed me this season because even during the group stages of the Champions League, obviously their group was quite tight.
Tottenham,
It was
innit?
Tottenham, Marseille, and on the final day, anyone could have like stayed in. But they've played well, home and away against Spurs. They played well, so obviously them playing against Arsenal, they still show that they're a good team. But to be honest, I just default at home. I just take the home team on a default basis. The home team should win, unless you're playing a team that's far superior than you. But yeah, they did what they needed to do. Goal was absolutely excellent. Yeah, they played well. They took the fouls, hit the fouls when they needed to take the
Yeah,
fouls.
they done well, man.
Can't say anything wrong. Keeper was really good as well. They deserved their win. I'm not gonna argue, and I don't think you guys were terrible. I just thought Sporting played well as well. It's just one of those things that once it gets to penalties, it's anyone's game. So yeah, nice to have you up.
Yeah. I was just really impressed at how well they kept the ball. Because I think I was speaking to Ham on the phone about this. A lot of the times when teams want to disrupt Arsenal's play, and you see Man City, the likes of like Man City, what they do, they tend to waste time just to slow down the game, because you know, like Arsenal plays at a fast pace, and you just don't really want to be competing with them. But for the fact that they were keeping a hold of the ball rather than just wasting time to slow down the pace, just shows that how bold they were to go to the Emirates and just think, and just with the fans against them, and they're just still able to hold on to the ball. And I just thought they played some good football. I was really impressed. I was trying to keep an eye on the manager, to be honest with you. But yeah, they done really well. I was really
Isn't that the
impressed.
manager they paid quite a bit of money for?
Ruben Amorim or something.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's got a reputation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I was like, yeah,
He's got a budding reputation.
Yeah, no,
Spent money to get him.
I need to. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that manager, because no, I was really impressed with how it just kept the ball. And they were never afraid, even when they was to lose it. They would just go back
100%.
again, start again, keep the ball, play, and as you said, Ham, when you brought in Partey and Saka, not immediately, but 5-10 minutes after that change, you started to take control over again. So yeah, but no, well done to them, man. Yeah, no, as I said, I'm with Ade. I'm happy you guys are out of it.
Yeah, man, make sure you guys, well, you guys probably, would you say you lot were favourites anyway in the first place, with us in it?
Yeah, the bookies
Bookies favourite.
bookies made us favourite.
Yeah,
We both of us in it, but obviously
Now you guys are definitely the favourites then.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah,
favourites.
favourites, yeah.
We're still, Bookie's favourite. But it is what it is. Like, I don't think that favourite tag has really helped us in the past. And I look at Sevilla, and Sevilla to me are the Real Madrid of the Europa League.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
felt entitled to that trophy. Even
Kind
though
of haven't won it in a minute now, though, innit?
no, they beat us. They're not beat us.
Won it. Come in there last minute.
couple
When they
years
beat
ago.
us,
Yeah.
when they beat us in the semis, they're not going to win it.
No, because you know I'm just used to them winning it every year, and
Yeah,
I ain't
2
seen them
years ago.
celebrate.
Yeah,
I ain't seen them
2-3
celebrate.
years ago when they beat us in the
2 years
semis, who
ago,
did they play in the final? Can't remember. They won it in the final, right?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah.
All right, I just associate that.
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
them winning
With them,
it every
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
But obviously they're fighting relegation this year. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
It should be a good tie, though, man.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be a good tie for you, lot.
Just going into like the Palace game, Ham. Were you a bit worried with the extra time you played? Did you think Palace was gonna have like the was it the
New manager bounce.
new manager bounce? What did you have any doubts about that? What were your thoughts?
No, I wanted to flog them for Patrick. Yeah, I wanted to beat the shit out of them for Patrick. I love Patrick's my footballing hero, innit? So as soon as he got sacked, my attention turned to we have to beat the shit out of them for Patrick. But that's my hero, and that's Arsenal legend, innit? Our captain, invincible captain. So I just knew that the boys would be disappointed from Thursday, And it's just back to business, isn't it? Like as soon as the game started, it was just for us back to business, boys. Like, at the Europa, but we got Palace at home who are fighting for their, I would say fighting for their lives, but they ain't won this year, innit? And what they got, like no goals in like 3 games or no shots on target or so.
Yeah.
So but I thought the boys put on us a lovely 5-star stellar display. To be fair, some of the football was just beautiful again, and I'm just happy that the boys got back on the bike, innit? Like, obviously, the disappointment of Thursday, losing on penalties, playing 120 minutes, but the boys didn't look like they had played 120 minutes. They look fresh. They look fresh as a daisy. The balls was getting popped around. Saliba didn't play. Rob come in, great game. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. And I thought all the boys were good. All of them. From the goalkeeper right to Trossard, all the boys were good. Good performance, good goals as well. A double for B. Ben White played well. Like I said, Rob played well. And then the beauty of the game was my back four ended up with Thomas Partey at right back, Rob Holding centre back with Kira, and Kieran Tierney left back. And that's just beautiful. That you can finish a Premier League game like that. That's how you know you're super comfortable with the results and the performance. So shout out to the boys. Like I said, get back on the bike, back to business, and just get that 8-point psychological little buffer in it. I mean, it might not mean anything because City could win their game in hand or go back to 5. They got us at home. They could beat us. We'll go down to 2. But it's just that psychological thing before the international break as well. Good performance, good win. And like I said, minutes to a lot of the boys. Jesus come back in, got half an hour, looked sharp again. So that was good. And yeah, man, good performance, man. Good performance. No new manager bounce for Palace. But I thought Palace were all right, though. I don't think they were terrible. I thought Zaha held a fight the whole game.
Yeah, he's frustrated.
You know what I'm saying? He held a fight the whole game. And
I was watching.
I feel for him sometimes. I feel for him because it's
I don't
almost
feel
like
for him, man.
Well,
Bro,
he's frustrated
every
as well,
single every single player that he has the ball, he has something to complain about. It's I've heard his
a lot there, innit?
I've heard his interview about how it's out of passion, but it's bro. It gets to a point
It's like
where
Bruno, innit? Like Fernandes, you lot. He says it's out.
but
of
that,
passion,
bro,
they
no,
look
but that's
annoyed.
for both. Like, it's frustrating, man. It's both of them are just as frustrating. If anything, I think Zaha is a lot worse because Zaha, well, you don't have to touch him. There were so many times they were clean tackles.
Yeah, Rob's that type of defender. Though. Rob's just on him, innit? Ben's on him, innit?
Yeah.
And whatnot. We're not gonna give him time. But I feel for him sometimes. Like, it's almost like I don't know if you lot play football like that in your primary school, but you know, like when you're just like levels above everyone else in your class, and then you get the ball all the time. But then when you get it, you got like 4 players from the other team around you, and then you can't pass it to no one else because everyone else is dead. And I feel for Wolf. I feel for it sometimes.
But but then at the same time, that's why they're in the mess they're in, though. To be, I mean, like you dribble. Like, fair enough, you pass to someone, but it's not
passing to Edward, never gonna score.
But it's not exactly that he's not scoring that much goals himself.
Yeah, he's not having, I'm sure if he looks in the mirror, he ain't having the best season either. But look, he's passing it to Jordan Ayew, Mateta.
But then even when he did get chances as well, he misses. It was a couple chances to get today. You can't hit the target, so it's not really.
No, but I do like him. I do feel like he was the only one that held like a threat to us. Other than that, we was comfortable. There was nothing really in the game for Palace. But cool. I do think they'll stay up though.
There's not really much to go into in terms of the game, but like in terms of like just want to get you guys' thoughts on like Patrick. What's your thought on like Viera on the sacking?
Go on, there you go.
Oh yeah, I feel it was meant to get sacked.
you agree that?
Oh yeah. I don't have any disruptions with that. I think he was unfortunate, right? I think we discussed this. I think he would have kept them up. I don't think they would have gone down. But the thing that's caused him an issue is this international break. If this international break wasn't there, I think they would have kept him because the run after this is actually a lot easier.
Yeah.
But that little gap, it just gave them a reason to think and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And can't say no. I can't say no. He's not like down in the dirt with the rest of them. But if they're not happy with what he's doing, he's on 27 points, 3 points above relegation zone. If they feel they want to do it, then leave them to do it. Because like last year when Bielsa got sacked, I was like, he shouldn't have gone sacked. And it's pretty much the same situation. But you can see why they did it, type of thing, even though I don't think it should have happened. Yeah. But it's one of those ones. It's like, if they decide to sack him,
what are you saying, huh?
Their prerogative.
I thought it was fucking ridiculous. I totally disagree with everything Ade said. I thought it was fucking ridiculous, bro.
Why? Do you feel you're partial because it's
not even. I think it's ridiculous. I don't see, like you just said, you see the run that they was on. You saw the team they lost to. They didn't lose to anyone that they were supposed to beat. It's everyone above them they played. So if Palace go and beat Brighton, if Palace go and beat City at home, you say, wow, but are they expected to win those games? Are they expected to win those games without Wilfred Zaha? Are they expected to win those games without a centre forward that can score? No, they're not. But the games that you just said, the games coming up, they're expected to win those games. They got Leeds, they got Southampton,
not scoring
and whatnot. They're not good enough.
But when they bought Edouard, everyone thought he was good enough.
Yeah, he was good. He was good in the Scottish League. He hasn't materialised here, innit? Hasn't materialised. Managers buy players, it works. Some players it don't work, innit? Yeah, it could be. But sometimes, they're not gonna sack. They're not gonna sack the player, innit? They give the player more time. Yeah, I just thought he was harsh, like you just said. You said you agree with them sacking it, but you didn't think that he was gonna take them down.
Yeah, 100.
Exactly. So he would have done his job. He would have kept Palace in the Premier League, right?
Yeah, but
Roy Hodgson ever done.
Yeah, not everyone's
all Roy
choice.
Hodgson ever done.
And that's
was
why
to keep Palace in the league.
And that's why they changed it.
And whatnot. But they're 12th. They're 12th. So who's to say they couldn't finish 10th? Who's to say they can't finich 10th this season?
It's possible.
And whatnot.
But they're not looking at 12. They're looking at 3 points above relegation.
Yeah, and that's for me. That's the wrong way to look at it, innit? That's the wrong way to look at it. Like I said, these runner games coming up. Yeah, if they give him the next 3 or 4 games, and they had fucked up and whatnot, then fair enough. Some people might say it's too late then. But I would have said that's a fair assessment of him, innit? Like I said, the teams he's played against, teams Palace have played against, they weren't expected to beat those teams anyway.
I think he's unlucky with the timing.
So I think it's a shit decision from Steve Parish, and I hope Palace get relegated because of that.
No, I'm with Ade. I think you should I'm not.
It's ridiculous. I just don't think. I tweeted it. Sorry, Tom. I tweeted. Yeah, you have to let managers work through difficult moments. How will they become better managers? We can't just have managers, they win all the time, and we love them, and then they go on a bad patch. Okay, let's get rid of them. Like, it can't be like, because we're not like that with players. Like that, we don't just sell players after like six months. They have to work through difficult moments. Us three in the room have played football, and we've had great moments, we had bad moments. Imagine if every time we had a bad period, fuck him off, get rid of him, fuck him off, get rid of him. Yeah. And whatnot. We can't keep having like this culture in football now of just, oh my God, we might get relegated, we got to pull the trigger. Like, it's just, for me anyway, just I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel comfortable at all, man.
Yeah, I'm with Ade. It didn't surprise me because as I said, what's the runner game? What, saying 10, 11 or 12?
They ain't won all year.
Yeah, they ain't won all year. And, And the performance hasn't been great. You're not scoring enough goals. It doesn't even look like you're going to score goals. Like, I can understand, I hear what you're saying. Like, yeah, the run of games hasn't been great. You're playing like top teams, but your performance just hasn't been good at all. Like, it doesn't look as if you're going to score. Like, it just looks as if they run. We discussed it. Was it? I'm not sure whether we discussed it on the pod, but as if they run out of ideas, like in the front end of the pitch, and
they've got the creative players. And they can't implement it.
They can't implement, and that boils down to the manager. And the issue is, like, we love Pat. We wanted Pat to stay, and I think because of that, we haven't even brought it up on the podcast as much. How bad they've been because of I guess it's because of our love for Pat. We wanted him to stay in the job, but then the thing is, if Pat just took over this season, I would agree with what you're just saying in terms of like we need to have managers needs to be able to get through bad patch. He had this team last season. He had a whole season last season. Yeah. Then he had this season, and on top of that, a lot of your players are not in the World Cup. You have a lot of time to work with them, while others were in the World Cup. He's had a lot of time there. He's like, and I think that he's just run out of ideas, and I think that's what it is. And I agree with what Ade's saying. I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, I think he would have still kept them up regardless if he didn't sack him or not. But for them, it's like, we're not going to take that chance as an opportunity because we've got international. If he didn't have an international break, I don't think they would have sacked him. Because they've got an international break, they're probably just thinking, we're going to take this opportunity. We've got an easier run of games and we can't run the chances of having Pat there because we just can't have that faith that he might be able to turn it around because we're scoring enough goals. We're not even playing well. It's not as if they're playing well, bro. They're not scoring enough goals. There's no signs. There was no
on New Year's Eve.
There was no signs there to say that we're gonna beat these other teams. And you see, and this other teams that they are gonna play. Bear in mind, look, Leeds just beat Wolves yesterday. I didn't think that Leeds was gonna beat Wolves away from us. Everton went their way to Chelsea and got the draw. This guy's, at least despite the teams that they're playing, they're showing signs that we want to get out of this. Southampton just showed that again. Southampton came to Old Trafford and got a draw. Is that not a team that came? Bournemouth almost got something out. So
they beat Liverpool.
They're all showing signs there that, you know what? despite we're playing tough teams, we're gonna fight all the way. But they're not showing that, bro. They were miles away from the relegation. Everyone thought they was fighting relegation until like quite recent. And I just say it's because we like Pat. We didn't talk about it, because I'm sure if it was anyone else, we would have been rinsing them on the pod, 100%. So I don't disagree with it at all. But do I think it would still have kept them up? I think it would. I
probably wouldn't have sacked him if I was the owner.
Yeah,
but I could see where it's coming from.
Yeah, and and the last point I wanted to make is, it's consistent with other sacking. If it weren't consistent with like other like sacking in terms of like what other man, I gave a perfect example with Bielsa's one. It's very consistent with like other sackings. If he's like if I didn't think it was right, it was wrong, I'll say it. But it's very consistent. I don't think it wasn't a wrong decision from like the board. Like I just wouldn't take that chance. To them, they don't want to take the chance and they just sacked him. It's a shame because I like Pat. I didn't want Pat to get sacked. And we all know it's for obvious reason. The reason why we love Pat. To be fair, not just because he's black, but we love him as a player as well. But we wanted like a black representative in the Premier League, and we've now lost that. So now we got to wait for companies to come to the Premier League. So it's just a shame. We want to get more representative, and the feeling was, if Pat does well, that gives them others more opportunity within like the top leagues.
Be the case in the first place.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the case, but it's a harsh reality, isn't it? Like, harsh reality is that, look, we want Pat to do well, so like they can see that we like black managers are just as smart, we are tactical as other like as a counterpart. So, but it's a shame that it's come to this. But I don't honestly do think it's not a wrong decision sacking him. It's a shame. I just hope he bounced back and it doesn't feel defeated from this. I'm sure someone else will give him a job, and he went by it the right way. To get, I mean, he went by it like to get the Palace job. No one can't say he didn't deserve it. He went by it the right way. Went and managed other teams. It wasn't just gifted a top score like the Frank and Stevie. Yeah. So and if he don't do well, it's a shame, man. I just hope he bounced back from it, and we'll see him again.
Fuck Steve Parish.
What are you saying? You reckon they'll go down now? Yeah.
I don't know if they go up. I want them to go down though.
He wants them to go down.
I hope they go down. I hope they eat their decision, because like Ade says all the time, football's almost like a business. Like, there's so much money in it now. Yeah. That I don't even think chairman and owners are looking at the football side. I don't think they're even considering what you're saying, whether they play. I just think they're looking at if we go down, how much do we risk losing? What? No. Well, what's the first thing that you can do in a football club if something's going wrong? Sack the manager, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get rid of him. Let's try something different.
But that literally is it. It's a business.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Because there's no way. Yeah, I'm looking at a league that has 20 teams. Yeah, and we are 12th. Fair enough for 3 points off, but we're 12th. We're looking at where's our league standing. We're 12th with 10 games to go, and whatnot. Okay, he's had a bad patch, but we never got Conor Gallagher back, so we never got no goals from midfield. We never replaced Conor Gallagher. Yeah. I give him what? They gave him Sambi. Remember, in the summer, all he got was Richards, the centre-half, and who else did he got? He got the American centre-half. He got the American centre-half, Richards, he got Decore. And Decore coming this summer, yeah? And then he's got Hamanda on loan and Sambi on loan, yeah? And he's lost Conor, take away Conor's goal. Forget Conor's goal, take away Conor's pressing. And whatnot, which was the trigger point for Palace last season, yeah? And then he's lost Will for, I don't know, like a month or two as well, yeah? So it's not like he's had like, okay, cool, I've got my best 11, we're playing, and let's see where we are, innit? I just think that it's, me personally, I think it's BS, and I think any manager that's getting sacked in a bad period is BS anyway, because I just don't see how they're able to work through it, and that's when we get to know how good of a manager they are. Like, how they come out the other side. It's like a player, like if a player's having a bad spell and he comes back, oh, right, he's got some character about him. He's got something about him. If I'm just every time it's bad, get rid, then we're never gonna have managers that are lasting in clubs for 3-4. We don't have the Arteta story at Arsenal. I wonder if it's Arteta, right, get rid of it.
It's not standard practice, anyways.
And like I said, I said me personally, I don't like the way football's been shifted in the recent years, anyway. Innit? I just think it's nonsense, innit? I think it's absolute nonsense, bro.
Definitely a shame. But I hope he bounced back. We'll see what he does. Just from like just quickly move on to United Betis. Are they we both expected us to go through. Just so your thoughts on us going to this like quarterfinal and facing Seville. I did check it. Yeah, Seville won it that year that they beat us in the semi-final. Yeah. So it's quite recent, which is like 2-3 years ago.
That's not recent enough for them, bro. They win it every year for them. That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen them celebrating in about 2-3 years.
What are your thoughts on still being in the cup?
It's cool we're still in it. Obviously now with Casemiro suspended domestically, he's got somewhere else he can play, type of thing. So he's not going to play domestically, so it's not burning his legs. We got international break. Eriksen will be back. Like being in the competition, it makes sense. And us being in it at this stage, we have to put everything into it now. Put everything into it. Historically, I haven't thought we've been great against Spanish teams, but this season we've done what we've needed. I guess Real Sociedad beat us, but we beat them as well. And then obviously we've gone past Spanish teams the last 2 rounds. So Sevilla, it's a tricky one because they seem to progress in Europe, even though they are doing really badly domestically. I would hope we'll still go through. I think we're playing well enough to go through, especially with Casemiro eligible for European games.
Yeah.
And then, so fingers crossed. Obviously can't count your eggs before they hatch, chicken before they
Eggs before they hatch.
Can't count anything. Basically. Can't count it, but I would like to feel like we should get past them. Obviously, shit happens. Fulham could have knocked us out today, so you never know. But I'm feeling good.
Cool. And then just going into I don't think there's anything much. I echo basically what you're saying. The only thing I will say is that I just think in going after international, I don't think any fans or even like the whole United board or a manager would have thought we'll be
where
we are right now, and we don't have the squad for it. And I just wonder whether like going to the latter stages of like would he have to start, because he hasn't done that so far, where he's playing his best team pretty much all the time.
When you say you haven't got the squad, though, you mean the quality of player?
Yeah, like in depth. Yeah, we ain't got the quality like in depth. So like for like, if Casemiro's out, today's a perfect example. We've seen it quite a few times. Casemiro not there, Eriksen not there.
I played the same team until they show me it's affecting the Premier League. I still play the same team.
Well, yeah, because that we probably didn't plan for it. And there is a possibility that we're gonna be like Liverpool last season. We're gonna play every single game that we can possibly play in a season, which is tough, and that means that we will need to definitely recruit a lot in the summer, because we know what's happened to Liverpool's players this season. They're just dropping like flies. So I hope that's not the same for us. But yeah, we're just gonna have to try and ride it out. I'll play the best team, but I just really hope it's not a detriment to the Premier League, because
if
I
we're
think
gonna
that's
get knocked out, we need to get knocked out against Sevilla. After that,
I think the Premier League should be our priority. We should focus on just making top 4. And
so you lot want him to play his best 11 on Thursday and best 11 on Sunday? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Keep going. Just keep going.
But that's what he's been doing all season.
Make a tweak here and there, but it's never going to be more
tweaking
than
it though. He ain't been going.
Well, not
it's
much
gonna be
different.
the right back.
But best 11. I'm talking about best 11.
No, you can't do that constantly. But
Okay,
it's not going to be.
So
more
you
than
still want
2
him
players.
to change?
Yeah, it would be like 2 players.
Like you still want him to go
One
if it's
winger.
Dallo, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, it'll be one right. Yeah, one left
One
back.
When he does tweak it, he tends to just tweak it with the defenders. He doesn't drop Casemiro. Casemiro plays all the time. If he's available,
wide players.
It would be the wide players, wingers or fullbacks.
Yeah,
basically.
and then I think because of a lot of because we've been having injuries, it just be whatever we have available. That's what he's been using basically. He's using the same 11. Yeah, I just think he should. To be honest with you, if he wants to win the Europa League, just use the same. If he use the same 11, but if he wants to make sacrifices, make that sacrifice in the Europa League, not the Premier League games. You were discussing it when I said the same thing about Arsenal earlier, and earlier in the season, you was like, you don't care. You want them to get used to it, like playing the tough games Thursday, Sunday, every week. It doesn't really matter if that's what it's take, because when you move into the Champions League, that's what you got to do anyway. Yeah. So like, if you can, then yeah. If not, but as I say, if there is a tournament that we make the sacrifices, then I will let it be that, to be honest with you. And we've only really got, in terms of like the FA Cup, we've only got a couple games left. If we get to the final anyway. So we'll see how that plans out.
Once you get to the semi-final, you have to go all out. That's why if you're Europa League, if we're going to get knocked out this round and save yourself X number of additional games.
Yeah.
Right. But once you get to the semi-finals, you have to go for the trophy. You just have to.
I feel that's from like the quarterfinals. You get to the quarterfinals, you just got to do whatever you like. If you was gonna go out, it would have been like today's game against Fulham. I didn't really mind it too tough if we went out because I knew that
I wouldn't have been upset over getting knocked out, but when you've got an opportunity, you're at home against Fulham. You expect to go through.
But the performance was bad today, though.
Yeah,
it was terrible. Like I think it was more Fulham losing the game than us actually winning it.
Yeah.
So the performance, but this, and I hope this gets rectified when we return back from international, because we've been saying it for a while that the performance hasn't been good for the last.
Hopefully Eriksen will be back. Change things up a bit.
We need Eriksen back. The midfield is just a shambles. No one wants the ball. No one shows for the ball. No, like it's a bit so he doesn't show for it. I think he had to end up. Bruno had to come deep to start creating like chances. Like no one wants it from like the defenders. Like, a lot of fans was getting on Maguire, but I don't think it's his fault. But no midfielder was showing for the ball, so he's looking for someone to pass to. But McTominay doesn't want it. Sabitzer don't want it, and Bruno's on the other end of the pitch. He's expecting them to give him the ball, like McTominay or Sabitzer give him the ball. And then when he made the substitution and Bruno went deeper, and that's, to be honest, even when he did that, it was the red card that won us the game, man. And we'll take that, man. We'll take that all day.
Yeah, Mitrovic lost his mind there.
Well, you guys don't have any issue with like the the whole like the decisions that the ref makes, the 3 red cards and the penalties. Is there any?
I just like to say thank you. Thank you to Mitrovic.
Yeah, he just lost his mind.
He's lost his mind, man. Can't be doing that.
Where do you think that stemmed? Do you think it stemmed from it? Like I was coming in listening to Talksport. A lot of people tend to think that it stemmed from like the manager. If the manager never reacted like that,
no, it's gonna have to do with it.
Yeah,
gonna have to do with it more. Players are frustrated, isn't it? I don't know, but I mean, it was a penalty, bro. Like, it's a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't.
No red cards. I don't know what.
Yeah, I didn't really get why the manager was getting angry, but I think at the end of the game, he said that it's because he felt like they should have had a penalty earlier and VAR didn't check it.
Yeah,
that's why. That's why.
When you're that close, you get frustrated.
No, I think he in that split second has realized that we fucked the game up. Because the game is theirs. They're the better side. They're winning 1-0. The guy just made a worldie from Mitro's header. Yeah. And they should be comfortably 2-0. The way they're playing football anyway, the way they play. I don't know if they had enough chances to be 2-0 up. But obviously he's made that save. He made that save. Yeah. And then in a split second, penalty, red card, he's gone, fuck.
Yeah. I think it's just dawned on him that
100%.
Right?
100%.
They had it in their
because
hands.
As a manager, you're watching that, you're at Old Trafford, he's thinking he's probably never going to come to Old Trafford and feel that comfortable and that confident in the way his side is playing and they're going to get a result.
Yeah.
Because there's no one that would have said they didn't deserve to win 1-0 today or 2-0.
Yeah.
Comfortably as well.
Yeah.
So he's probably just in that split second realised shit is fucked.
I think that's what saved us.
That just because you think about it, William lets that ball go in. They were the better team anyway. Like it doesn't guarantee that was going to win the game after that draw, but you think United might go on and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Then I knew it anyway. As soon as I saw the replay of red card, I thought it's a pen. He's getting a red card straight away. It has to be a red card. Yeah. But then what Mitrovic did after, I think, God bless you. Like, thank you. Like,
definitely a thank you.
Because sometimes when you play against 10 man, it can be tricky at times.
Yeah, definitely a thank you, man. I think they let you out of jail.
Yeah, they let us. We definitely can't do that against Brighton. But as I said,
Brighton will pass.
You got in the semi,
yeah. Brighton will pass with 9 men even. So.
You got Brighton in the semi-final, yeah?
Yeah. But
Love that.
Our performance has been
love that.
Hasn't been great of late.
No, that pitch is big. Matoma's gonna be like, "Ooh, it's a lot of space. It's a lot of space." Oh wait. Oh no. He's playing on Wan-Bissaka side. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Then they get Spider.
I hate the fact that it's in Wembley, man. Right? They allow non-finals being in Wembley.
Yeah, but like we said, football's a business, isn't it, bro? Like how much money they make from
That's
it.
That's it.
We still remember the days of the Villa Park at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
I thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
I thought that was perfect.
Let's just round up the other games. There were some big results of the relegation games this week, man. As I said, I'll be honest, I didn't expect Leeds to beat Wolves at home.
I didn't expect them to score 4.
Yeah, I just
expect-
4, but I
bro.
thought that's a toss up. Though anyone can win that game.
I thought it would be like I expected Wolves to win maybe.
Yeah,
1-0.
I thought Wolves was gonna. I'll be honest, I thought Wolves was gonna win it, but because Leeds, like I said, like these ain't been
And Wolves are good defense.
been doing that great defense. Yeah, and that's because Wolves. It was mainly because Wolves was at home. If Leeds was at home, I wouldn't be saying this because Wolves are at home. You're both fighting relegation. I think Wolves has probably had the better result of late. I just thought, they'll get something.
Straight toss up. Whoever wins.
And then I was quite surprised with that.
What's scoring them? 4-2.
4-2. And then
Going
obviously,
well until Johnny. They were coming on a comeback until Johnny got sent off, innit?
yeah. And then Villa beat Bournemouth.
Jacob Ramsey scored. Good goal.
Good goal.
Yeah, we go talk about this England squad
Him and
quickly.
his
though.
brother are
Yeah,
playing
we go
well.
talk about this England squad quickly, bro.
And then
Good
who
goal
else?
about him.
And then we got Brentford, Leicester 1-1. Leicester, I know we keep saying Leicester and West Ham should have enough to stay up, but they're just not getting out of that situation. And the rest of the other teams are
Why they
not
not
allowing
Brendan
them.
Rodgers? Why is the Leicester? Why is the Leicester board not that Brendan, bro?
I don't know.
He's been there longer than Pat.
I'm not the board.
He's been there
not the
longer than
board.
Pat.
I'm
Why is he
the
not
board.
sacked?
So
Everyone underneath Pat should be sacked.
That's a very simplistic way to look at it.
Ain't they sacked? How many people underneath Pat's been sacked though? Leeds sacked their manager.
Bournemouth-
Everton sacked their manager.
Bournemouth
Bournemouth sacked their manager.
yeah.
Southampton sacked their manager. That's 4
Southampton,
already.
Yeah.
Leicester have kept theirs in Brendan. West Ham have kept David Moyes.
David Moyes. That's
That
it.
should be about it,
Everyone
And
else
that's
has
it.
been sacked.
And I think West Ham,
Nottingham Forest.
West Ham and Leicester's one.
That surprised me though that Nottingham Forest haven't pulled the trigger on Steve Cooper still.
Nah,
Cause I just thought that obviously after all the players they bought and where they are in the league, they're thinking the owners are not really set. They're just thinking fuck him. Let's get someone else in.
I thought they'll give him time, and obviously they went on a good run without dropping points.
I was shocked that they kept.
Yeah, I'm with Ham. I was very surprised, but they gave him a new contract straight after that anyway. So it does.
my mind,
So I don't think they'll
Yeah,
sack
they gave him a
him.
new contract, which gave him like the okay, cool, we got you, we're behind you.
Yeah.
I feel it was a very
Yeah,
similar
so-
like to Chelsea situation. Perhaps thing, but
I think pretty much everyone
They got a
else.
draw in it. They drew. No, shit, they didn't. Newcastle got the last minute winner in it.
last minute winner.
Everyone else sat there. I'm guessing Brendan and
Yeah,
Moyes
Brendan
probably
and
they got a
Brendan
bit. They got credit in the bank.
Got
Really.
credit in the bank.
That's
The ones
that's
West
the
Ham
only
fans
thing.
want David Moyes out every week.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Fucking ungrateful lot, bro. I don't want to cuss them. I got West Ham
But
friends.
that's where the issue comes. Once you set a new level of expectation, people don't remember last week
Yeah.
when they were yo-yo club.
Yeah.
They don't remember all of that stuff.
That's simpletons. You think
They don't
next
remember
season
that
Touchwood
stuff.
never happens, but let's say we're fighting for top 4. You think me? I'm gonna use my mouth and say let's get rid of Arteta because we won the
Bro,
league.
you've got some fans that when they went through that short patch, they wanted him gone in that short
Mad
period
people,
of time
bro.
because people just forget.
Mad people, bro.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And lastly, we have Southampton. Obviously, Everton drew Chelsea. I just, bro, I don't.
Lovely goal by the kid though.
Scumbags.
Sims.
Yeah,
Lovely
Chelsea.
goal by him.
But then it was too easy, though.
Chelsea are
I'm not taking anything away
Yeah.
from him, but it was too easy. It's how he even got to that position is ridiculous. How Koulibaly is allowing him to just drag the ball past him like
Can
that.
happen though.
No, that's poor,
can
man.
happen.
No,
It can
I think it's very
When
poor.
I
from the
first
team.
looked at it, Tom, I thought that's poor. When I looked at it again,
Nah, bro.
I put myself at any defender that situation.
Yeah, no, bro. I watched it
can
over and
happen.
over again. I just thinking it's just poor, bro. Like, bro, it literally.
That can happen. What Koulibaly should he's sensible enough, yeah, that Koulibaly should have forearmed him and given away the foul.
Yeah, I don't think
Literally,
Koulibaly
not
he should have got
He should have forearmed him
for an
and
experienced
give him-
player,
and give him
man,
away the foul.
defender like that, bro. You can't. No way, man. That I just
Sims
thought
is
that
clever
was,
though. That quick feet, bap.
that was
That
ridiculous.
bap was just too quick for Koulibaly's brain, bro.
And even before it
I saw
got
the second goal. Actually.
nah, it was
Koulibaly,
quick.
yeah, I saw it. It was like look, take nothing away
good
from
though,
him.
good for
yeah,
the lad,
but
though.
It's just
for the
very
lad.
it's very poor for Chelsea's perspective. The last one is before Southampton and your favorite team, Spurs. So there was 3-1 up. And obviously 3-3, which is like honestly when I saw 3 like first half 1-0 1-1 I was okay, is it's typical Spurs. But then when they were 3-1 up, I thought, okay, cool, game's done now, right?
Yeah, it's never done. Spurs, come on, bro.
Bruh.
It's no better than that.
When I saw 3-3, I didn't even I wasn't watching Circle Side. I was just keeping.
Yeah.
I had my phone to my side and I was just checking the scoreline. I can't lie to you. I was surprised to see 3-3, and then off the back of the game, I heard that Conte's post-match interview, and he just went off on one. What are you guys thought on it?
You saying that?
Obviously, I've always thought he was an erratic person. Right, I think when times are going well, he rides it, and when times aren't going well, he just loses the plot. So, and I don't like that kind of volatility, but players have to take a level of responsibility. And what he was doing is that he was calling them out. It's like all this changing of manager, you're attacking the owners, all of this stuff, and actually the players have to own up to it. This is Southampton. Southampton, they drew against us, but I doubt if we were 2 goals up, Southampton are coming back with an even number of men that they're coming back. And it was one of those ones because I was saying that me and a couple of the other Res Divided boys were at Watford, Wigan. And when it was 1-1, I was like, yes, obviously, I don't want Spurs to win. And then they go 3-1 up. And I'm like, okay, game over. But when they went 3-2, I was like, this is set up perfectly for Ward-Prowse now. And I heard a scream.
You thought it was a Ward-Prowse free kick, though.
I thought. And then I heard a scream. And I was like, equaliser. And I'm just like, nah, these guys are a shambles. And it's now become that you expect it. So it's not they win one game, lose the other. But I don't like Conte's volatility. When he wins, you think that there was nothing wrong the week before. But yeah, I think the players do need to look inward and be like, sort ourselves out. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be losing or dropping as many points as you are. But see how it goes. I think he wants to get sacked personally. That's my view. I think he's just.
I'm surprised I haven't. I'm surprised I haven't sacked him.
Yeah, I think he's doing whatever he needs to do. Maybe they haven't. They're looking for investors. So obviously, bare rumors that they're looking for investors at the moment. That's a driving point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that might play a big part of it. And maybe they just haven't lined someone else up. So there might be factors why they haven't pulled the trigger. Yeah. But I just can't see him staying there after the season. I just can't.
Yeah, because he's like when Mourinho did it, he sat Mourinho right before a final. So if he's like they come back from international, and it's still there, it's probably it will be because of what you're just saying, and it will be because of like the investors in the club, and just probably want to find the right person. Because it just doesn't make sense. Because if you're going to sack Mourinho right before the final that he got you to, and then this guy comes out and say all of this. But to be honest, listening to him, it's not when actually. Yeah, it's not lying.
He wasn't at the club though.
Yeah, it wasn't. He wasn't actually lying though. With a lot of the things that he was saying, a lot of it was like the players in terms of like he was saying maybe they can't play under pressure. Like it's 20 years they haven't won anything, so they're not used to playing under pressure. So a lot of the things it's saying is not one actually lying, so it's getting at the players. But with some parts of it was at the club, and I think it's pretty much with the same. When Mourinho was getting at the players, they got rid of him as well. So and that's as I say that I think that one is worse because that was right before a final. You didn't want to allow him to play a final. So when now you have an opportunity where you're going on international, if you don't sack him, it will be because of like they probably haven't thought of who they're going to put in place. They really need to think about it hard this time. Because how many managers did they have last year? They had 3, right? They had
Conte.
Who started
before Conte, Nuno Espirito.
Yeah,
and then who was caretaker? Yeah,
Ryan Mason.
Yeah.
Mason.
Yeah. So, I'll be surprised though if he's still in the job by after international, because I just wonder like how do you go into like the changing rooms and just win the players back over? Like how does the players feel about it? But yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think he done enough. Was you gonna ask me?
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Everything he said was spot on. I don't think he said anything wrong. I don't think he said anything out of turn. I don't think he didn't say anything outside of Tottenham. Don't know. I feel for him and Mourinho in this aspect is that Obviously, everyone knows I'm an Arsenal fan, so I hate Tottenham. That's by default. But take that away, just looking at that football club without any affiliation to Arsenal, it's a loser club, innit? They do absolutely nothing. I don't know why they exist anyway, first and foremost, but they don't do nothing, innit? So it's impossible to take someone like a Jose Mourinho, a serial winner, yeah, and put him in that BS club, yeah, who don't do anything, and he's almost fighting against the institution. That he wants to do something, and he's being held, his hands are being tied, innit? And then you go put Antonio Conte, who again, like you said, is volatile, but he's a serial winner. Juventus, Inter, Chelsea. And he's already, remember he turned down Spurs before, you know, when they asked him. He already knew, nah, that's not for me. Then they probably come with the big bag. And he was like, I'm not going to turn that down. I'm not stupid. But same again as Jose, innit? If you're a serial winner, you can't go somewhere where it's a loser mentality there. It's a loser mentality. The owner, the players, the club. Harry Kane's been there forever. And all he wants to do is just be the top goal scorer in the Premier League. Hasn't left. He's 29 now, going to be 30. Doesn't do nothing. Eric Dyer still starts every week after week. He's absolutely pony. So for Conte, I see where he's coming from. It's just like, this is BS from the top to the bottom, yeah? And you can't keep blaming the managers that are coming in, innit? Because the managers are serial winners before they've come here and whatnot. So clearly what our methods and stuff works, innit? How we train or who we buy or who we bring in, backroom staff, it works because it's worked before, right? So you come to this club now and Conte's probably spoken to Daniel Levy or whoever's in charge and probably wanting to implement some type of change, innit? Whether it's to the players and whatnot. But it's just falling on deaf ears, innit? And it's going to fall on deaf ears because it's a bunch of losers over there, okay? From the players to the owners to everyone. So the best thing for him to do is get out, innit? Well, not. You don't like, you know, Nigerians say, I'm not going to say it in Europe, but, you know, you don't want someone to use oil to stain your white clothes, innit? And Tottenham are the oil that wants to stain Conte's white clothes. It was the same oil that wanted to stain Mourinho's white clothes, innit? Because Mourinho won everywhere else he'd been. And went to Tottenham, nothing. Conte won everywhere else. What's the common denominator? Nothing. For me, Tottenham is a perfect experimental club. Up-and-coming manager, someone that wants to try things out. That's why Graham Potter would be perfect for them. So I don't know why they got rid of Nuno, because Nuno would have been perfect for them. He wouldn't have won nothing for them, but they don't win anything anyway. You know? So it would have been perfect for them. So someone like Mauricio Pochettino, what's he done ever since he left Spurs? Absolutely nothing. Pony. He didn't win nothing with them. He hasn't won nothing after. Perfect marriage.
No.
So,
he won some stuff.
Well, that thing with PSG, they already won already. So for me,
it's still a win.
So for me, get Poch back in it. Get Poch back. It looked like it's a happy marriage. The fans like him. Won't win anything, but that's fine. But they like him. And whatnot. It looks like Daniel Levy, whether their relationship was strained, but I feel they can get back on track. So for them, sack Conte at the end of the season, or he's going to go at the end of the season. He's definitely not signing his new contract, innit? So he's definitely going to go. Get Poch back in and finish top 4. Keep Harry Kane till he's about 37. Make Eric Dyer keep playing centre half. And just continue to exist. That's it. I didn't think there was anything wrong with what Conte said. I think it was absolutely spot on. And whatnot. And good luck to him, man. Good luck to him.
I see how you're loving this boy.
Didn't say anything that we didn't know, man.
Yeah, they're shambolic.
They've been shambolic for years, bro. They're shambolic side.
Cool. Quickly, let's just touch on the England squad. You said you wanted to touch on it, Ham. What your thoughts on it? I'm not going to spend too long on it. But for me, like, I don't have nothing to stay on it. Like, it's boring, isn't it? If we're going to say the same thing, that, why don't he bring this or that? Like, you know what Gareth is like. So I have nothing to say on it. I don't have no arguments. Like, I'm not disagreeing with what people's thoughts are on it, but it's a broken record now. We know what Gareth is like. The only person that maybe I think it should be on it possibly Ben White. Then obviously, but it probably highlights the fact that there probably is some sort of. There's probably an issue between both of them anyway. That's about it. But to be honest with you, that tomorrow's stuff and all, I'm bored of all of that. So but what your thoughts on it? So if you want to touch on it.
I don't know if Gareth has turned it into like a club thing, innit? But I think someone needs to let him know that this is the England national team. So I think it should be the best English players, right? In form, on merit, that get picked, innit? So I can't see the argument for Calvin Phillips getting into this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like into this England squad. I think
mad. Someone that's not playing.
That's what I'm saying. So I think he's got to come out and be like, okay, cool. So I'm treating this
country. It's just closed.
Yeah. And I think that'll make everyone feel like, all right, cool. Then there's no argument in it. Like we get it, we know what time it is, innit? It don't really matter if you play 12 minutes or you've played for 12 months. If you play 12 minutes and he's your guy, then he's gonna pick him, innit? And whatnot. Like Jordan Henderson's still getting into the England squad. I mean, like, come on, like, what we doing, bro? What we doing? We trying to win something, or we not trying to win something out here, and whatnot. Like, just like, and I just don't think that there's ever like an experiment or something, or let me bring my man, let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at Cole Wall from Brighton, even though he's mad. Let me have a look at him, innit? Like let's look at different players, innit? Like we know what Calvin Phillips is gonna do, bro. Calvin Phillips has played like 59 minutes in the league all year, bro. Like
literally,
it just doesn't make sense, innit?
Yeah.
Like some decisions he makes just don't make sense. Like I know he loves Harry Maguire and Harry never lets England down and stuff like that, but some of the decisions just. And for me, I look at it from the point if I was a player or you was a player and whatnot, it's just so disheartening for those other boys that are having such good seasons. Like I'm not saying Solly March is a top player, but he's an English boy and he's having a good season. Same as when Jared was having a good season. Jared got called up, but that should be how the England national team is selected, right? You should be playing well. So if you are a top player like Marcus Rashford, you're always going to get picked because you're a top player. You're going to play well all year round, isn't it? Harry Kane, top player all year round. Bukayo Saka, top player all year round. Those ones are shooting.
Fringe players.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the ones that are like their form goes up, down, up, down. If your form goes down when the England squad is getting called, sorry, you can't get called up. You know what I'm saying? Someone like James Maddison shouldn't have to be fighting. We shouldn't have to be on here like every year saying James is the best 10 we have in the country. So if we're saying Calvin Phillips just get called up for playing just a couple minutes, then Maddison just get called up if he's sleeping or if he's not playing at all. And whatnot. So I mean, Gareth isn't my cup of tea. Obviously, he's tried his thing, but I just wanted to come out and say, yeah, I'm running this thing like it's death row out here. You know what I'm saying? This is death row records out here, okay? And you either stand with us or you get rolled over in it and whatnot. But I just think it's a joke now, man. I think it's a joke.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's about it. But I've got a quick. I know last time, Ham, you wanted to put create a segment with quick fire round questions. But you didn't bring anything else after the first week, so I've got something this week just to finish off. It'll be quick. Both of you only have like just 5 seconds, just whatever comes out of your mind. Basically, it's not really a question. So I saw this on Instagram earlier this week. So I'm going to do 2 separate parts. I think it was an interview with Pereira, the Fulham boy, and the interview was she was basically saying like. Just mention some attributes for footballers, and all you have to do is the first player that comes to mind. Yeah. So I'll start with you first, and Ham, you bounce back up. So the first player that comes to mind when I mention any attributes of a footballer. Yeah.
It has to be a current player.
Any era doesn't matter. Any era. Yeah. Cool. Speed.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Aaron Lennon.
Agility.
David Silva.
I mean, Leo Messi.
Heading.
Duncan Ferguson.
Alan Shearer, bro.
Skillful.
Joe Cole.
Ronaldinho all day long.
Strength.
Yaya Toure.
Didier Drogba.
Intelligence.
Quick fire, bro.
Ham.
Xavi.
Hothead.
Mitrovic.
Why did Lee Bowyer come to mind? I thought Lee Bowyer, but maybe because of the fight with him and Kieran Dyer. I don't know if he's a hothead, but he beat up his own teammate.
It's quick fire, isn't it? So
cool. All right. Free kicks.
James Ward-Prowse.
Janino from Leon. He's got to be the best.
That's
man.
a good one.
We're not saying best. It's who comes.
No, but I'm saying he comes to mind, but he's got to be the best as well.
Shot stopper.
Shot stopper. Lloris.
David De Gea. Yeah, I think he's got to be.
Defending.
Vidic.
Paolo Maldini.
Assist king.
Oh, that's easy. Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, okay. Our last finisher.
Kane.
Thierry Henry.
Cool. All right. The last bit is, I want to create. So both of you are about to create a team, all time. What's this segment called again? Quick fire round, a quick fire round all time.
What? 5 aside, yeah?
No, 11 aside team. So I'm gonna bounce off each other. So if you don't give me a player in 5 seconds, well,
Oh shit!
I'm going off the position. I'm doing 4-3-3. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
Ade, whoever comes to mind.
4-3-3.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the goalkeeper. So I'm gonna start with Ade, and then
Cool.
you go. I'll say the position and you just go.
Yeah.
Cool. Ade, goalkeeper.
Oh yeah.
Oliver Kahn.
No, you know, no, I'm making a team for both of yours. I'll give you another position.
Oh, so when I say, oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Right back, Ham.
Philip Lahm.
Adi, left back.
Roberto Carlos.
Centre back,
Rio Ferdinand.
Ham. Adi, centre back.
Desai.
Zaire. Centre mid.
Xavi.
Defensive midfielder.
Busquets.
Attacking
No,
midfielder.
Iniesta.
Right winger.
Cristiano.
Left winger.
Messi.
Forward.
Ooh.
So you better say the right one that day, bro.
Ham, you take over.
Ronaldo,
All right, cool. Yeah, so that's our quick fire round all time.
Ronaldo, straight through the middle. Bro.
11. I'll try and bring something else. I'll do something else next week.
Yeah, 1,000 goals in that team. Fam.
It'll be interesting to see what you guys like thoughts are when I was mentioning like the positions or like the attributes. Thanks people. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this with friends and family. And we'll be back next week. As always,
10 to go. Come on, boys, man.
we out.
Peace.